Official. Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon are officially enemies again. When they got to jail, they
Come
were
on now.
really cool after beefing for the latter part of 2 years. These two went from being best friends to sworn enemies from behind bars. Now, if you want to know how Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon went from being friends last week to their beef taking a violent turn in jail today, then lucky for
Yeah.
you, you're on the right video because I got all the details. See, when Luce Cannon first got to the federal jail in Los Angeles, him and Bricc Baby clicked up. Now, when they clicked up, they decided, yo, we're gonna stick together, but not just that. We're gonna try to do content from jail to keep our names relevant. Now,
Yeah.
Bricc Baby will say that he agreed to go along with Luce Cannon telling the world that they're now cellmates.
So good to finally hear your voice. Are you
I knew that. I knew that it was playing. I knew that she was playing. It was like, look how the wife sound. It sounds scripted from the wife. The way Luce Cannon was explaining it. Yeah, it was all fake. I knew it.
okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Where are you?
I'm in
They getting
LA.
that money
You
though.
won't believe. Um, was my selling.
Who?
Bricc Baby.
Big baby.
What?
Yeah, this shit crazy.
That is insane. Was that like pre-planned? Like what the heck?
Oh man.
You can tell with some fakes. Look how they act. The acting is horrible. What the heck? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You can tell it's fake. Like you can hear it. You can hear
And
this.
we
Boy.
cooling. My boy here
They getting that
now,
content
so
in though.
we
Yo,
getting
is
down to
that crazy? You guys are cellmates? What?
the
How in the world did that
look,
happen?
when I figured out the jail, I'm like, bro, finna come. I'm like, soon as he come, I'm about to bring him because you gotta come here. So I'm like, yeah, he about to come right here with us.
That's crazy.
But according to Bricc Baby, that was all a lie. That was all
Oh,
scripted. And the only reason he went along with it was because it was for content.
we knew
They
that though.
agreed to do content together behind bars to keep their name relevant. And he was just doing that because it was content. Now, from my perspective, I think if you're behind bars fighting a Fed case, content should be the last thing on your mind.
Right.
However, they were, I guess, in an agreement that they were going to do content according to Bricc Baby. Now, Luce Cannon has a different perspective. Luce Cannon is saying this is all true and Bricc is lying, but Bricc is saying this is content, right?
So Bricc saying that's true. My bad from yawning, man. It's 4 a.m. right now. I'm making this muff. You know what I'm saying for y'all. And Luce Cannon saying, hell nah, nigga, this shit true. Bricc Baby over here saying, nah, man, this for the motherfucking content, man. You tweaking, boy.
So Bricc Baby, from his perspective, was down to do the content, was down to make up certain narratives, was down to push certain things, just to keep going viral. But he felt like Luce Cannon took things a little too far when Luce Cannon told the world that he essentially kicked Bricc Baby out of the cell after snitch allegations came out.
And people are
Yeah,
questioning.
he too. Hold on. We finna get back into the video, but before we do, man, I just want to say, man, if y'all want to keep seeing these videos, man, follow this page right here. Follow this page right here, and follow this last page right here. These are all 3 of my pages right here, man. And man, follow them up, man. Let's get it. Let's run it up, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's get back into the video. Gangster for that. Bricc Baby too gangster for that. It's like, bro, he not finna let that slide. You know what I'm saying? The way he be crashing out, the way I done seen him crash on these interviews like that, bro. I know he not finna take that, bro. I know he not finna take that. I know you had the adjustment about it. Be like, bro, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't be putting my name out there telling people you didn't kick me out my cell. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on with you and Brick right now because of the call, but obviously it was already scheduled. They don't know that we have like a plan of scheduling certain things. So whether you guys are on or off, that was already planned. So
Oh, breaking news here on my cell.
what?
Shit.
What?
So we let everybody else figure that out.
What do you mean he's out of your cell, baby?
All over the internet, we heard in the statement.
Okay, so are y'all cool or you not cool?
No, we good now because he clarified it. He said that he was talking about that he's in a custody battle, and then showed everybody his paperwork. He was in custody. I mean, he's going through a child's custody battle. So when he was like, I'm tired of the police doing something or whatever, it was because of the police. I mean, I guess the police was telling him certain things going through a child custody.
Oh wow! So people were taking that as if he was telling, but really and truly, he was just speaking from emotions of dealing with them for his custody battle with the children.
Yeah, so verified that, got the paperwork and everything, so everything is good.
So you kicked him out the celly because you thought he was a rat, baby?
And
Bricc heard this and he was irate, which of course.
So
Yo, you in jail. You behind bars. So one thing you have to maintain when you're behind bars, bro, you have to maintain the aura of I'm not a buster. Because the minute they start thinking you a buster, bro, it's over with, bro. It's over with. And Bricc Baby is a gangster podcaster. Bricc Baby podcast and aura is people look at Bricc Baby as somebody who would really take it there, somebody who was tough, somebody who was really about it. So if we agree to do content from Brick's perspective, if we agree to do content, man, it's either we do this content where we both look tough or we both look like busters. But you're not about to make yourself look tough and make me look like a buster. No way, Jose. It ain't happening, bro.
No way, Jose.
Which, duh.
No
Right? So can you imagine Bricc Baby getting free today and having to come back to podcast with the rumors? Right, that he got kicked out of a cell, he got bullied, he got holed all throughout. Man. Podcasting career is over with, bruh.
Right.
So Bricc wanted to correct the records. Now, apparently, Bricc Baby and Luce Cannon did have some type of initial discussion about this because Luce Cannon did take the video down from his page. But apparently, the damage was already done, and Bricc Baby was not having it. And Bricc Baby would come on his own platform to address Luce Cannon for the first time in an unfavorable light since they've been locked up.
Man, why they keep saying that there's some shit on the internet with that big buster ass light-skinned nigga talk about the police?
Because it's all over there.
They said big buster light-skinned ass nigga.
Yeah, the nigga with a badge talk about the police. Nigga, I was going through a child custody battle. Nigga, I was tired of it. These bitches sitting outside of my mama house. Nigga telling me they gonna kill my mama. I'm supposed to sit here. They ain't crazy this month.
No.
I ain't tripping no way, because they ain't gonna give me a bill anyway. It's TMC, too much scripting. Man, these niggas is real weirdos. This is for everybody speaking on the Bricc, bro. I ain't never been sunnies with men niggas. Nigga ain't could never kick me out of men nothing on the dead homies. And every nigga talking about some snitches without paperwork on the dead homies don't have to pay for it how they pay for it, man. You know what I'm saying? Take that up with the Lord, nigga.
Bricc and Luce Cannon are big bros. I love the two guys, right? But if I find out that this new disagreement over them running fake plays and exposing each other for running fake plays, if I find out that this is also part of the play and this is also fake and scripted drama, I would lose my mind. Because only in LA podcasting scene would you see this. This is insane. This is insane.
More than insane.
Work.
More
now,
than insane.
Bricc Baby would continue. Now, he would claim that the disagreement with Luce Cannon got so heated that he asked for a fade. I don't know, man.
Bricc Baby said, you know what? I'm tired of this. Boy, that nigga said, fuck, man, I want to fade now. He said he want to fade with the big light-skinned ass nigga. He said he want to fade now. He said he playing too much on his name now. He said, hell nah. I'm not finna keep taking this disrespect. And this all for content too, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they the king of content. They the king of clickbait.
I talk about this, bro. This is sounding like a script. This sounded like these dudes planned this new drama out.
Huh?
Did we get got? But let's just review it, okay? So, Bricc offered Luce Cannon up for a fade. And according to Bricc Baby, Luce Cannon turned it down and ain't one no smoke. According to Bricc Baby.
I don't mean to interrupt, but we have a very, very, very special guest.
Okay.
What up, Bricc?
Yo, what's the deal with the home team? What y'all got going on, man?
Oh, you know, not a lot going on here. The typical stuff. Suspect is arguing with our other news hosts. you know what you watch the news. You know what it's like.
The Gerb doing what the Gerb do.
You know?
Exactly.
You know? No cap. Nigga said I don't want to fight. I got up, opened the door, and said, follow me outside. He ain't moved. You know how it be.
Oh God.
Regular.
That's what Luce Cannon just did.
That's cool. Can we talk about that?
Wait, what happened?
Oh man, that's the crazy part. Luce Cannon sitting here lying online. His hand ain't broke. You know what I mean? I never was his celly. I don't know how the hell he talk about he moved me out the cell. Nigga ain't never moved me out the cell a day in their life unless it was blood and holes inside a nigga body, man. Then when I find out he lying online, I tell him to come on here, come upstairs and get that good old ass whooping. He caused a scene in the day room, man. The next day he out of here, man. I ain't gonna call it a roll up. I don't know, but we still right here, cool in the real gangland. The score is still right here, man.
Hold on, bro.
Hold on.
I got love and respect for Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby.
Right.
So I don't know what the truth is, bro, but hey, Luce got to talk about this. Hey, Luce got to respond back to this, bro.
Uh-oh.
If I find out that Luce Cannon, who I respect and love, was on these streets as Mr. Crippin, was on these streets as I'm the boogeyman of LA, but wrote it up in jail. Nah, man. I'll be sad, bruh. I'll be sad, man.
Nah.
Now, if you guys don't speak Iganese and don't really understand what rolling it up is, I got you, okay?
Yeah.
That's why you're here. I'm the Iga translator. I'm the Igalator, okay? So rolling it up is when somebody is in fear for their life in jail and they just want to leave to prevent themselves from getting hurt. They will request to leave the section of the jail. Now, it's looked down upon to put in a formal request to leave, so people get creative, in leaving a section. They will cause a scene in front of the security officers, the police. They cause a scene. The police don't want for the section to be disrupted, so they will remove you after you cause a scene. Bricc is claiming that Luce Cannon caused the scene. Now, Bricc would also say that he, I believe, asked Luce Cannon for a fade about 8 times.
And no way, Lucy.
Hey, listen, bro. One thing we know about jail, bro, is nothing happened without witnesses. So if Bricc asked Luce Cannon for a fade 8 times, I'm sure there's going to be some cloud chaser, bro, who's probably going to get released in like a year or so, who's going to start doing interviews on Kim Capone, No Jumper, academics, exposing everything. So I'm sure we're going to get the real story soon. But that's Brick's baby perspective of it. Luce Cannon will respond back to Bricc Baby claiming that he wrote it up and, he lied about them being cellmates. Luce Cannon would take to his YouTube to respond back to Bricc Baby, and here's what he had to say.
And y'all was cool at the end. So it's just like I don't get why people are tripping and making things bigger than it needs to be and trying to lie and trying to make you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? When it came out of his own mouth. You both said it.
So what it is tell him, all you do is just replay exactly what he said.
Yeah.
So you want me to replay it on the end of this call?
Yeah, that's what you do. Just
I mean,
and then shut it up because he's just goofy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you say cute.
Y'all need to talk up in there. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Like basically, he was doing some underhand stuff that I didn't like or whatever like that, and basically I was deemed to be the aggressor, and they moved me.
Oh, really? So now you guys aren't cellies.
Huh?
So you guys are no longer cellies no more.
Nah, they was never cellies, supposedly.
I moved. That's where I'm up here with Dirk and them.
Ah.
They was there with Dirk
so
and
you're
them.
on a whole different part now.
Of course.
Okay.
It was a Dirk and them.
Well, I guess it was for the better, right?
It don't matter. Jail is jail. So at the end of the day, it's like, he probably got in his feelings and he lied. You get what I'm saying? That's what.
But are y'all cool up in there? Like y'all ain't got no beef?
Ain't cool.
No, but I just know Big Uterus make him do things that
He just called this man. Did he just call it Big Uterus? Hey.
he don't supposed to do. But at the end of the day, it's like to play with exactly what he said.
That's crazy.
So it's not me saying it; it's him saying it. You get what I'm saying?
I just so happened to stumble upon this on YouTube. Apparently, Luce Cannon has a video scheduled for tomorrow that says explosive. Luce Cannon says Bricc Baby lied and got him transferred because he was scared. Volume up. So Luce Cannon is getting ahead of this narrative that Bricc is putting out there that he was scared to catch the fade and he got rolled up and got kicked out the dorm, bruh. At this point, I don't know what the truth is. At this point, just me knowing like how both parties want to do content, both parties want the content out there, they want to go viral, they want to keep their name in the limelight. It's hard to tell you who's telling the truth, bro. I don't know at this point, bruh. All right, Bricc Baby could very well be upset at Luce Cannon. Luce Cannon could have gotten out the dorm for being disruptive, for starting fights, who knows? And now Bricc Baby could be using the fact that him and Luce Cannon don't get along, and Luce Cannon is not in the dorm anymore. He could be using that, since it's already a story, Luce Cannon is gone. He could not just be using that and taking advantage of it and putting a story out there to make himself look good and make Luce Cannon look bad. After Luce Cannon put out a story out there and putting a story out there to make himself look good and make Luce Cannon look bad. After Luce Cannon put out a story out there to make him look good and Bricc look bad. So,
hey, so y'all let me know what y'all think, bro. Y'all think Luce Cannon cap? Do y'all think Bricc Baby cap? Do you think Luce Cannon telling the truth? Or do you think Bricc Baby telling the truth? Do you think they both telling the truth? Well, they both can't be telling the truth. Do you think they both lying? Do you think what do y'all think? But who's lying? Who telling the truth? Or do y'all think they both fucking cap? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not gonna get the answer because I don't know. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't know who's lying because they're in jail. Only the people in jail know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Somebody witnessed it. Somebody was in that somebody was in that area, bro. Somebody done seen it. Somebody done witnessed it, bro. So whoever done seen it gonna witness it. Whenever they come out of jail, but they gonna tell you the real. They gonna tell you who was rap cap. They gonna tell you who was cap. They gonna tell you who was for real. Oh, it's gonna be crazy once we find that out.